crafty friends, welcome to Stamping Simply with Maria. It's Maria Robinson. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up here in the United States. I'm so happy that you're able to join me today. And you're probably wondering, where have I been for the past 2 weeks? So to be honest with you, the creative juices just weren't working for me. They weren't flowing, and I didn't want to just throw up a video just to throw up a video. So today I'm going to show you a one-sheet wonder, and it's based on a template that was actually given to us as a challenge from the Creative Aid team. They're having their spring retreat this weekend. So if you're interested in signing up, definitely check them out because they're a fantastic team of ladies. And I was inspired to actually do a little different version of it. The measurements are pretty much the same, but just a little different. So I made up my own template, and like I said, it's a one-sheet wonder, and it's basically you're using one piece of designer series paper. Mine happens to be cut 6 by 6 inches, and the designer series paper I use is called Heart and Home, which is retiring on May 3rd when the new catalog is launched. So that's another exciting thing, and I can't wait to start working on those projects. So let me turn the camera down and show you what we're gonna do today. Hang on a second. So this is the template that I created for the one-sheet wonder. You can take a screenshot of this if you'd like. However, if you'd like the actual instructions on how I did this, please sign up for my newsletter, which I try to get out once a week, every other week. It varies. But once you sign up for that, I will definitely send you the tutorial for this template that I made, the 6 by 6 template. Well, I'm sorry, it's using the 6 by 6 designer series paper. And actually this will make 5 cards, but if you use the full sheet of 12 by 12 designer series paper, obviously you can make 20 cards, and you can vary them up. But this is, and then I also created this template, which is the matting pieces for the designer series paper. Again, sign up for my newsletter and you'll get this PDF file. All right, so you're probably wondering, what are all these little pieces that I have in front of me? Well, I already went ahead and matted all the pieces just to save time. So this is the designer series paper. As I said, it's called Heart and Home. It was 12 by 12. I cut it down 6 by 6 inches. And I have these here will go on one card. This will be on another card. This will be on another card. This is one card. And then this is another card. So you have 5 cards that we'll be making. So let's get started. I'm using basic gray and basic white and fresh freesia. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to set these all aside here. We don't need those yet. We'll start with the little squares here first. So I have another piece here. Again, if you want the measurements, I'm not going to go over them now. But what I did with this is I had some scrap pieces of the fresh freesia, and I wanted a little border on this, but just ever so slight border on this. So that's what I did with that. I just matted that on the back. Now these pieces, I'm going to put them on an angle like so, just for something a little different. So we'll get those down, and I'm just eyeballing it with the spacing. And I think I want to pop this one up in the middle. Let's get some Tombow liquid glue here. Where's my silicone mat? There we go. This mat is great because if you get glue on it, it doesn't, when it dries up, it doesn't, you can just pick it right off basically if you get glue on the mat. So that's why I like to use that. And I like to start on either end here. Whoops. Just make sure I have enough space for that centerpiece there, which I do, I think. I'm gonna move these I'm gonna move these pieces in just ever so slightly. That's good. And then this one just a little bit more over here. All right, that's good. So let's get some dimensionals out. And as I said, I'm gonna pop this one up a little. Again, just eyeballing it. There's no precise measurement here. All right, so that's done. So we're going to put this on here like so. That. Seems like my hands are extra shaky today. And I think oh, here it is. Okay, so I was looking for the sentiment, but it was clear, so I didn't see it. Where's my foam mat here? Because since we're using a photopolymer stamp, you want to put a little cushion under that. So I'm going to stamp this, use basic gray ink for this. And this stamp set is from the Flowering Tulips, which is carrying over to next year. So I'm very happy about that. Make sure that this looks straight. And no one deserves a happier birthday than you, but I just want no one deserves a happier birthday. I'm going to take out the than you. And there's two ways to do this. One, you can use a Post-it note and just mask that area, which I think I'll do. Actually, you know what? It's so small, it's wiping off just by me putting the Post-it note there. So I think we're going to take a chance and see what happens, right? I think that should be fine. And we're just going to put that off to the side a little because I'm going to put some bling on it, little embellishment. Yeah, you could see that a little down there. I think with that gray pen eraser, I'll probably be able to get rid of that though, so I'm not going to worry about that. And then for our card base, I'm using also basic gray. I've already gone ahead and folded that. I'm just going to mount this on top of that. So, use my bone folder to burnish. Give it a nice crease. And then we'll glue that on there. I'm starting to run low on this glue, although I thought I just opened this not too long ago. But no. All right, and we'll just put that on here. And card number 1 will be just about done. We just need to add some embellishments to this, as I said. And I may even add a bow just to cover that up there if it doesn't come off. But let's see what we have here. We have some in color jewels. I believe these might actually be retiring. I did pick up another pack just, you know, to have it because I do like these and I do use them quite often. So we'll use some of these here. Where's my take your pick tool? There. I'll put another one right over here. Like so. And card number 1 is done. I'll leave that open. Not bad. Other than this down here, but like I said, I'm not going to worry about that. We'll take that off later. You don't need me showing how to do that. Besides, my eraser's not in here. All right, so let's put number 1 aside. Let's close this so I don't stick my fingers in here. Clean this off quickly. Now, for card number 2, I'm going to use this solo piece here. It's going to go right in the center. But what I want to do with this is I'm going to run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss with an embossing folder. Before I do that, though, I want to stamp my sentiment, because once you run it through the embossing folder, it's not going to work. So we're going to use the same stamp set for that. I guess I should have left the ink pad open. I'll do that right now. And again, I just want to, so here's what I was talking about. Like, if you just come to the edge of the stamp set here, you won't get the bottom part. So, at least I don't think I did. So let's see, I'm going to put that there, about, and we're going to, I'm going to put this down here because I want to put a ribbon. Yeah, that came out too a little bit. Not too bad though. That one I'm done with. I can close this. Let me get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine out, and we'll run that through the with the embossing folder. All right, so we need the base plate for this. Then what else? This is a 3D embossing folder, so I just need the gray plate. I don't need these other plates. Set those aside. And I'm using the subtle 3D embossing folder. I believe this is carrying over to the annual catalog. So let's put this in here. So, there we go. All right, this is nice and tight in here because it's a 3D embossing folder. There we go. Set this aside. We are going to use that again. We have some die cutting to do. But it just adds a nice element to it. Gives it a little texture. I like that. All right, let's take out another base. Again, I'm using the basic gray for all the card bases. And then to finish the cards, I'll put another piece of basic white here on the inside. So we can put that here. Is that here, that? And then I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. But first what I want to do is I want to cut a little bit of the ribbon, just add it to the back. Just going to kind of fold it in a zigzag pattern like so. Just add it like that. Just give it a little something different, little interest. I do have to trim it down some because otherwise it's going to hang off the card, and I don't want it to hang off the card. Okay, let's do that. So let's see. Maybe if I measure it. Card is 4 1/4 inches, so I don't want it longer than 4 1/4. Right now it's 5 inches. So I need to chop off about 3/4 of an inch here. Right. And if it's a little short, that's okay. We just don't want it to hang off the side. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. All right. I'm going to get some glue dots just to hold the ribbon down. Otherwise, it's going to be sliding all over the place. So we'll put a couple on down here. These are the glue dots that come with the paper pumpkin kits. I like to use them for this sort of thing. Using it on the ribbon. And once this is over it, it'll hold it down. So I'm not worried about it too much. We'll add dimensionals to this though. Just keeping in mind I don't want to add any to the center because that's just going to add extra bulk with the ribbon. But I will put some on both ends here. So, guys, I'll be right back. I need to go feed my dogs. Sorry about that. Had to feed my dogs. I realized what time it was and I noticed I forgot to do that. All right, let's add some embellishments to this. For this one, I'm going to use the brushed brass butterflies. These also are carrying over to the new catalog. So I really like these as well. Be honest with you, I like all the Stampin' Up embellishments. They're really pretty, really good quality. Put some of these here. Put one down here. I want a couple little ones up on top here, maybe. There. And another one. About there. Like so. All right. Card number 2 is done. So this is a quick and easy way to make lots of cards all at once. That's why I like it. All right, for the next one, we're going to use these pieces here. Again, this is going to be quick and easy. If I can just remember which sentiment I'm using. Oh, I think I used this. I think I used the wrong one. I did. I did. I was supposed to use this big one here. Thank you for the little things you do and your big heart on here. Oh well. I guess we won't use that stamp set. We'll use Such Happy News from Honeybee Home. This stamp set is carrying over to the new catalog, so very happy about that, along with the dies. And we'll be using the dies not on this card but on another card. So let's get started with that. I have that mounted on here. We'll use the basic gray again. Try to get that in the center. Like so. Beautiful. Close this up. Take out another card base. So you're seeing the pattern here. You know, you've got all your pieces mounted and you're just pretty much putting it together. This is going to go vertical, I believe. The one thing you do want to be mindful with is on your designer series paper that you're using. If it is directional, you want to make sure that it's going, you know, if the flowers are going up and down, then you want to keep the cards going vertical as well. So just be careful with that. This, this designer series paper that I'm using here, I mean, looks like it could go either way. So maybe it's my eyes not seeing it correctly, but that's what I think. All right, so we're going to put these on with glue. I'm not going to press them down yet because I want to get this centered in the right place. Make sure I have equal spacing top and bottom. Sides not so much, but definitely the top and the bottom. And with the liquid glue, it gives you a little wiggle room, and then you could press down when you're happy. I didn't put any glue on the centerpiece because I'm going to add dimensionals to that one. Just had them. Now where'd they go? Oh, here they are. Put a few right down the center here. So, and I think I'm going to add the butterflies again to this. Add one here, maybe. Another one down here. And then I'll add a big one right over here. Like so. All right. Card number 3 is done. Moving right along. All right, for our next card, we're going to use the triangles that I have here. Put these aside. All right, let's see. These here and here. All right, so let's add some glue to this. This one's, you know, fairly simple as well. They've all been pretty simple. You know, like the hardest part for me, other than deciding what designer series paper I want to use, is, yeah, I think that is the hardest part for me. And the stamp sets, those are always kind of like, oh, you know, which one do I use? Which one's going to match?
which one will fit in the area. I just want to make sure that this stamp is going to fit here. I leave a little room. All right, so I can leave a little bit of a border, just a tiny border around the edge there. Come on, glue. Don't fail me now. I know there's some in there because it's heavy, but there might be some stuck on the tip, and that's why it's making it hard to come out. Come on. And sometimes this goes down so quickly, and it sticks without me pressing it. I'm not sure what that is there. Got a little ink on that. All right, for this one, again, we're going to use, oh, you know what I wanted to do with this one? Hang on a second. Oh, I don't know if I can do this now. I might have to mask these off with some paper. Let's see, do I have scrap paper? Oh, scrap paper. I'm a paper crafter, not only scrap paper. I'm just going to use this. What I wanted to do is stamp this image here. This is from the Forever Fern stamp set. You know, I've had this for a while and I love it so much, but I've never used it. This is going to be my first time. So what I want to do is I want to just stamp a couple of these as a background, and I should have done that before I adhered these. I don't know if I could pull them off. I don't think I can. No, I can't. All right, so we're going to have to do this another way. I have to be mindful, though, not to get it on the other side, because, you know what, I can use this paper here. All right, there we go. I think we're good. I found some scrap paper. So ink that up. I just want to create a little background here. See, isn't that pretty? Oh, I should have done like 2 different colors. Come down here. And I'm just randomly, as you can see, I'm randomly stamping these. There's no right or wrong way. But I just wanted to create a little bit of a background because it kind of looked bare, just having those pieces, you know, just having the sentiment there. So let's see how that looks. Yeah, not too bad. All right, I think we're going to leave it alone. And then we can stamp the sentiment now. We can move these aside. And then we'll do this in basic gray. And after this card, we just have one more card to do, and then we're done. So I want to go right about there. Oh, doesn't that look beautiful? Oh, wow. I really like the way that looks. Really like that. Probably don't need to keep closing that stamp pad, but the ink pad, but I'm so scared I'm going to get my fingers in there. That's why I keep closing it. All right, moving right along here. We have our base. Let's crease the edge here. Make a nice fold. Then we'll add this here. Doesn't that look pretty? And I'm going to add my butterflies. Again, I really like these. As you can tell, I use them a lot. And put a little one, maybe over here, like so. There we go. All right, another card done. We've got 4 cards done so far. Now for the last card. Oh, here we go. And where did I put my sentiment for that one? Here it is. Okay, got it. All right, so for this one, I also want to run it through the embossing folder. No. This one I don't want to do that. This one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to die cut some pieces. So let's do that first. Bring in this cut and emboss machine again. I got my plates here. Dies. I should have some place. Oh yeah, I know. Okay, I know what I did. 3, so we got plate 2. Put one of these plates down here. I need a piece of scrap fresh Fraser, a piece of paper. Piece of scrap, piece of fresh Fraser, piece of paper. Let's see, do I have a piece of fresh Fraser in here? I don't think I do. That's small enough. I may have to use a different color. Should I use this? I didn't bring my trimmer in here, otherwise I'd cut a piece from here. You know what? I guess we'll use the old-fashioned way. We'll use the scissors. I think that's too small. No, you know what? That might fit on there. Let's see. If it doesn't work, then we'll use the bigger piece. I'll cut a piece off of that. All right, let's see if that fits on here. I think it will, though. If we put it on an angle, yes. Oh, look at that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm going to hold it down with a little washi tape, though, just to be sure. That one. Excuse me. Goodness. And these dies are from Honey Blooms? Is that what it's called? Honeybee Blooms. That's where these dies are from. Excuse me. Oh, gosh. And those dies right here. I think I need a glass of water. Drink of water. Excuse me. All right, there we go. That's better. My mouth gets so dry from talking so much. Plus, allergies don't help either. All right, there we go. Where's my top plate? Here we go. I normally like to put the dies on an angle, but now I have to crank it through. Oh my gosh, that was hard. And here comes the, oh good. I thought it was going to bang out, but it didn't, thankfully. All right, let's set this aside. And let's see how they cut. Perfect, perfect. Look at that, look at that. These cuts. This machine is the bomb. It cuts so nicely, so cleanly. Look at that. These intricate dies. so nicely. And you can just, sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. You bang it on the table, but. All right, let's get my take your pick tool out here. And what's nice about this is that it's interchangeable. So you have this piece here. You can poke these out with that piece. That. And this one here. And I think I see it coming out. Yes, there we go. Now, I'm not even sure I'm going to use these, but I figured we could try and see what it looks like anyway. If we don't like it, we don't use it. There we go. All right. Put these aside for now. All right, let's put this card together, okay? Let's bring my silicone mat, especially for these little pieces here. I'm going to lay them out over here, see how they look first. Give it a little pop of color here. These little leaves. Do something like that. So maybe, I don't know if I really like that extra. Let's see. I'm going to do something like this. This is kind of like creating on the fly, isn't it? I didn't have this planned, but, well, I knew I wanted to use the dies, but I just didn't know how they were going to look on here because I didn't cut them out beforehand. Yeah, I don't think we're going to use this grassy piece here. All right, let's put these down anyway. Good thing this is the last card. And so I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this through the glue because you really don't need that much. It's very small. Just a little bit, just to make it tacky. So I can put it down. Like so. And then the glue just dries clear, so you won't even see it if there's any spots. And I'm going to put this on dimensionals here. Just see. Do the same thing with this piece here. This one's much more delicate, so I don't want to rip it pulling it up. Oh, it gets stuck on my fingers. All right, so that's done. I'm going to put this on the card before I put the glue away. So as I said, this is going to dry up on this mat, and then you can just rub it right off. Will not affect it at all. burnish this here. Add this. Put my sentiment on here. We're going to use, I'm going to change this. I'm going to use You're the Nicest, again from the Honeybee Home stamp set. It's a little bit longer than the block, but I'd rather use it that way than use a big block and it ends up wiggling a little. Just make sure it's okay, it's good. Getting like a double image, I don't know why. There we go, I think that's better. All right. Be a little bit long, but we'll be okay. Oh, perfect, perfect. I thought it was going to be too long, but it's fine. As I said, we'll put this on with dimensionals. Add that right here, like so. We'll add some more butterflies. Imagine that. My favorite. I love these butterflies. They're so pretty, aren't they? I'll have all the information, the products that I used in the description below. And remember, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, to please subscribe and like my channel. By hitting the notification bell, you'll be notified each time I upload a new video or go live. So you don't want to miss out on that if you're enjoying these videos. And as I said, if you're interested in the template, you can certainly sign up for my newsletter and I would be more than happy to include that, to send that to you in the newsletter. I think I want to put a little ribbon under here. Just a little something. See if I can pick this up without ripping the paper. I'll just add it down here. I don't know. You know what? Forget the ribbon. It's overkill, right? Just leave it alone. All right, so let's push some of this stuff aside here. And throw this stuff out. And then I will show you the cards that we created today, as well as the ones that I created for the challenge. So these are the cards that we created today. That one. Let me know which is your favorite. So these are the 5 cards that we created today. I don't think I could get them all on the camera though. And then here are the ones that I created for the challenge. I used retired paper. It was a sunflower type paper. So we have that one and this one. And then you have this one here. Another one here. And these, I made them all into Mother's Day cards because I needed Mother's Day cards. And that one. So that's it, guys. Let me know which one's your favorite. Again, if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel if you're enjoying these videos. And also subscribe to my newsletter. And like I said, I'll send you the template and the PDF instructions for this, the cards that we created here today. Anyway, guys, thanks again for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.